Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. I'm going to B12, the masjid at B12. It is a bigger masjid. This is a beautiful walk that I take to the masjid sometimes. All you see here on the left and on the right is all B12. And the good thing about Madinaty and the good thing about all the neighborhoods is that you have a masjid in the center, then you have markets. It's the masjid right there. And then there is this whole shopping center and a clinic or a hospital, whatever you want to call it. I will take you there, inshallah. So here's the B12 masjid. It's called Masjid Usama bin Zaid. And if you know who Usama bin Zaid was, please put that in the comments. So I'm going to try to be as quiet as possible. It's a bigger masjid. I really like this masjid because there's so many more people during Fajr time. The first row, this is Dhuhr time. The first row is already packed, and we are at least 5 minutes before Dhuhr. And mashallah, it is a big masjid, and there's a lot more. So I'm getting out of the masjid now, and mashallah, you'll always see people reading Quran in the back. Mashallah, tabarakallah. This is the back of the masjid right there. So as you can see, the masjid is surrounded by all kinds of stores, and then the next thing is they're surrounded by apartments. You'll see there is a stationery shop or a book shop, whatever you want to call it. And then you have a barber shop. Then you have over there what's called B12, which is the grocery store, the big grocery store. And this is the hospital or the clinic. So let's walk over. And there's like a little corner shop, red marked. Here's the pharmacy, and that's my favorite bakery. Okay, and that's my favorite vegetable shop. You just ordered a date pastries. This guy's getting the date pastries for me. This is the bakery. MashaAllah, they have great bread. As you can see, this bread right here. I love this Sudanese bread. And then you have all kinds of pastries and all of that stuff right there. So, subhanallah, tabarakallah. And let's see how much this is going to cost us for, I got a quarter kilo of date pastries. So, I think we can see the price is 41 Guinea. So this nice brother is helping me out. So, كم التفاح kilo? 95 for the 95 for the apples. So, كم الavocado?
160.
This is 160 for the avocado. This is, we are talking about kilos and guineas, of course. Clementine?
30.
This is a 30 for a kilo. For cantaloupe is كم kilo?
40.
This is 40 for a kilo. And this is your avocado. I'm sorry. This is a guava or guavas. كم الكيلو? 55 55 35 35. This is these are like oranges. They're 25. كم 25 تمام. And they also got all kinds of vegetables. They're fairly inexpensive. Strawberries are 40 per kilo, and grapes are 150. So this was a dairy shop. You'll find them in Egypt all the time. They got like milk, they get it from the farms, they got all kinds of sweets, eggs, butter right there. There's a butter jamusi, which is from, I don't know how to translate that, but that's from the cow, and that's from jamus. And then they got all kinds of olives and all kinds of stuff, and ice cream, and then sweets. This is typically, you'll find that in Egypt. And then of course you have right here the honey, and tahini and all of that, and dates. So typically this is the grocery store that I shop at. So it's called B12. So as you can see, very nice, very clean. Kilo for 10, and then potatoes, almost a kilo for almost 17 or 19. Milk is around 49 for those little bottles. Bread is around 42 Guinea. The chicken price, as you can see, is it per kilo. Everything here is per kilo. Prices again. During Ramadan, they have something special called this area. This is nuts and raisins and all kinds of stuff. And then every store will have what's called an affar. Basically, you can get open spices. So I just got out of Beit al Gumla after shopping and got some tomatoes, some potatoes, and some snacks. It cost a whopping $1.23. So subhanallah, it is here. It is a little expensive, but if you go to Nasser City, it'll be even less than that. But in any case, so I just wanted to give you an idea. And here's something called Under Five, which is a nursery. So I'm walking back now. So what you see in front of you is the major street called Talat Mustafa Street. It's a nice walk. I think it's maybe a kilometer and a half or 2 kilometers. So I wanted to walk on the street a little bit and show you what that looks like. So here's the new construction that's going on behind those barriers. And here's where I was walking earlier, behind the fence. And what you see ahead of me, those buildings, the newer looking buildings, is actually B15. We are going to B15. One of the advantages of B12 is it's more full. And you see a lot more expats in B12. Here's B12 right here. This is the street in the middle. And on the left side is B15 beyond. You can see in those buildings, if you can see them through the trees. So B15 is actually very new and is still being filled up. So inshallah, I believe there'll be a lot more expats. The masjid that I go to, there are a few American families there already. And some of the kids there are going to Azhar. Some of them are going to Lisan al-Arab. And here, I wanted to show you something. This guy is going the wrong way on a highway. Not a highway, but a major road. So this is the kind of stuff you see. Although in Madinaty, it's very light and you're not going to see a lot of it, but you still see it. However, if you are in downtown Cairo and you see this kind of stuff, it gets really stressful because already the streets are very congested. Already, you know, it is stressful to drive there. Then you see a guy going the wrong way and you have like a mix of pedestrians and rickshaws and cars and trucks and donkey carts and so all that stuff. So it gets really, really stressful. Very soon we're going to cross over to B15. So as I showed you, that's new construction over there. Okay, all of that is new construction. Here's B15. So we're going to B15 right now. And you see that guy sitting there? He's a security guard. There's a lot of security all over the place. That doesn't mean it's not peaceful. That doesn't mean there's a problem. It is actually fine. There's no problems. It's just that this is a kind of the culture to have security. Assalamu alaikum. Kif halak? And they're actually very, very nice people. Very nice people. Egyptians, actually, I should say, are some of the nicest people you'll ever meet. So I'm walking back at this time to, I'm actually in B15. Assalamu alaikum. Kif halak? And B12 is basically like a grocery store. There's another grocery store that's opening. So, and there's a coffee and a pastry shop. So we'll go to B12 and we're gonna stop recording. Assalamu alaikum. Salam. So here we have these guys. This is a local store actually. It's not one of the bigger stores, but you see they have all kinds of nuts and all of that and all those sweets. And they have like a coffee station and they have bread. So just like your local grocery store. And then you got your ice creams and stuff. And my favorite, sometimes I indulge myself, and you have this cola, which is not Coca-Cola, which is excellent. Then you got all kinds of ice creams and chips and the good stuff, the dates and coffees and all of that stuff. So this is a local store. This is what a local store looks like. Shukran Habibi. Assalamu alaikum. This is a nice man who let us film. And then next door we have a coffee shop. I'm not going to go in because I'm not going to buy anything. It's not good. But this is what it looks like. And here's the pharmacy coming soon. As I said, the B15 is a new neighborhood, so it's still. And the barber shop still is open actually. And this is going to be another grocery store coming up very soon. In the same building that there were these grocery stores, I'm just going up to recharge my electric and water. So now I'm going to show you how that is done. Fairly simple. You can do it on the app too, but you can also go to this place where you can just recharge your water and your gas. As I said, this is fairly new, so I could not film in there, but when you just give the guy the card, when you rent your apartment in Madinaty, you get a card like this for electricity and another one for your water. You just give him, I gave him 100 guinea, and he charged it. And I'm going to now show you how I'm going to charge this or put this money on my meter so I can use the power at home. So this is the meter box. In some buildings, it'll be right outside your apartment, and in some other buildings, it'll be in a common area. So let's see how we do it. So as you saw, I just charged this card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this card up here. You'll see this square right here. I'm going to put it up here, and it should say good. If it says good, it's done. It takes a while. Yep, there you go. And I put 100. There was maybe, yeah. So let's see how much is there. 235. I had 135. I put 100. Now it's 235. All right, it's successfully done. Like I said, it takes, we spend about 4 guinea a day. So 235, you can do the math, how long that's gonna last us.